Smith Lake in Alabama. First time the elites have ever been here. This is Championship Sunday. 10 anglers out there today, and they have been locked into some heavy-duty, tight quarters, infighting, hand-to-hand combat, you could say, out there. And it has been tight until now, or just a few minutes ago. You can see now that Taku Ito has pulled away from the rest of the field by a significant poundage. Obviously, that is reflecting a big catch on his part, and there's a story that goes along with that. And while you haven't seen it yet, well, there's a lot of thunderstorms. You can see the way the weather has been there. You combine the thunderstorms, all of that moisture going into cameras. You combine the heat, which causes fog, tremendous amount of fog. And the Jake Latondras, the cameraman there, his camera, unfortunately, could not bear up to it. It went down. But he got his cell phone out. Did not want to miss this catch by Taku Ito. And this is what he captured.
A 6-pound spot.
Oh my God! Giant spots!
Oh my God.
6-pounder.
Really?
Yes.
Come on, Taku.
Oh my God. It's giant.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Giant spot. It's giant spot. Very huge.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Oh my God. Holy
my
cow. Wait.
God.
Holy.
Oh.
Dude, that's a 6-pounder.
Yes.
At least.
Eating a bream.
Oh, it
eating
has
the
a bream.
bream,
It has
yes.
bluegill in its mouth.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, Taku. Holy cow.
That's a moment. That's some pretty good impromptu video right there, I have to tell you. Wow, thank you, Jake, and thank you, Taku Ito.
Scooping the
for
score.
bringing the fireworks here today on Championship Sunday. My goodness, the biggest spot I've ever seen on Bassmaster Live.
It's going to be close to the biggest bass of the tournament, no doubt, probably taking that. And now he's going to be close to having the biggest bag of the tournament possibly as well, which is what we expect, Davey, on Championship Sunday.
Oh, I mean, absolutely incredible. I mean, I have chill bumps.
Let's take a look at it one more time. That catch right there that we're lucky to have.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Oh my God. Holy
my
cow. Wait.
God.
Holy.
Oh.
Dude, that's a 6-pounder.
Yes.
At least.
Eating a bream.
Oh, it
eating
has
the
a bream.
bream,
It has
yes.
bluegill in its mouth.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, Taku. Holy cow.
Oh, that is just phenomenal. Unbelievable. Just blowing this thing wide open there. Now, again, Robert G., who he was virtual tie with, he had raised a few ounces ahead of him. Still not out of it, but be something pretty improbable. He'd have to do something pretty magnificent to top that, and we're lucky to see that. That was not live broadcast because the phone can't give it to us live. Has to be the camera. The camera went dead, and cameraman Jake Latondras whipped out his phone and gave us that excellent video of the climactic moment in this tournament, as far as we know.
Yeah, we talked about it all week. That moment was probably going to happen to someone here on Championship Sunday. a big fish, something that separates them. You know, one of those 3-pounders. We didn't even have in our wildest dream that someone might catch a 6-pounder to give themselves, you know, and it's not over. You're exactly right, because there's more of those that swim.
Sure.
Robert G could catch one of those.
Not the only one.
But man, what a dramatic ending to a great tournament, and we still got a little time left. I keep saying that, but man, just I'm sitting here in studio a long ways from there, just chill bumps all over me for
no doubt.
the joy for Taku.
That's the joy that you want. You don't want someone to back into a victory, and for Taku to be able to catch possibly the biggest bass of the tournament in that moment, that cameraman, that situation, he could have his second Elite Series trophy in about an hour's time.
All right. Well, if you want an update on what's going on, if you just joined, that's what was going on. But we're going to give you the rest of the story as well, because right now we will launch into our Bassmaster midday report, and we'll start with Canada's Corey Johnston.
Well, I have to say, I've been thinking all day, Corey's not as far out of this as you might think, because he's not been weighing his fish. He always just kind of grounds him down a little bit. Some of these 2.5 and 2.6s, in my opinion, he was putting in as 2-pounders. But, boy, what Taku just did is going to be a mountain to climb for Corey Johnston, even if he is a little low. Unofficially in 6th place, 51 pounds, 9 ounces. But, you know, catching a 6-pounder like that right at the end, I think everyone in this top 10 will shake the other person's hand and say congratulations. If you did that on final day, you deserve to win. Corey Johnston still has a chance, but, man, it's going to take a miracle at this point.
Corey started the day in 4th place. As you see, he's down to 6th right now. Best day so far was the 14-12 he had on day number 1.
The fact that we have the ability to have Corey Johnston on a pattern over 120 feet of water and it not be a fluke one-day thing, that he's able to do this each day and find new fish, find cooperative fish, that has been a feat for sure.
He certainly has pulled off a good job this week. So is this young man, Kyle Patrick. Great job from the rookie all season long. Kyle Patrick starting this day in 6th place. He has moved up, as you can see, a little bit during the course of the day, doing something very different.
Yep, Kyle Patrick, another one of those great rookies here in this year's Bassmaster Elite Series tournaments, and doing something different. Ironically, like a couple of the other rookies, focusing especially on this final day on largemouth bass. He'd found a very unique dock that had a lot of rock and things around it. He'd caught his biggest fish on day 2, and yesterday caught a 4-pounder on day 3. He said, I'm going to start there this morning. Not the start that he wanted, but he did catch a good fish or two here just about an hour ago. Started moving up to about the middle of the pack, 5th place, 6th place, somewhere in there. Currently in 5th place with 51 pounds, 10 ounces. It's going to take 1 or 2 of those big largemouth for him to have a chance to hold his first blue trophy over his head.
He's going to be probably the guy who finishes that had largemouth at least at some point in the tournament, our highest finisher.
Yeah, among that minority.
Those 4 who have caught largemouth.
Going for the largemouth. Yes, absolutely. Cooper Gallant started this day. Good position. Started the day in 3rd place, and Cooper Gallant kept hell surfer a good while this morning.
Yeah, he was our unofficial leader early quick with Jay Shakir going back and forth, and he had a little bit bigger deficit, Davey, to make up. He needed, honestly, if one person needed it to come back, he needed that 5+ pounder that Taku just caught. He needed that one to be able to make up that gap.
As an angler, I'm sure he's thinking, hey, it's a good tournament, solid tournament. Don't know if I was ever on the fish to win this event, but take a top 5 and go to the next one. Go up north a lot closer to home.
And I misspoke. He did not start in 3rd, but when we got to him early this morning, he had already moved up into 3rd place at that point right there. So a fast start for Cooper Gallant and hanging on as best he can all through the day. Jay Shakir has been in the top 3 every minute of this tournament. I feel like that's not exactly true, but he's so steady and so strange. The ups and downs don't seem to get to him.
They sure don't, and it seems like he's been in top 3 for the last 2 tournaments. I know since we've been in the state of Alabama, he has been certainly in the top 5, like the whole entire tournament, both of them. But we've become accustomed to seeing Jay in the top 10 quite often. What a great young career he has had and what he's already accomplished. Really thought up until just right before Taku, or right after Taku caught that big fish, that Jay certainly had as good a chance as any of our other anglers to win today.
He's going to go into the last two events, Tommy, with about a 46-point deficit in Angler of the Year. Is that too much for two events? I think that's enough to make up in a single day if something doesn't go right for everyone else.
We've seen what can happen in the last tournament or the last day of the season. It's incredible. Robert G., everybody keeping their eyes on him, started the day with the lead. The rookie who started his season in great shape and is really trying to live the dream out here during this week.
Yeah, I certainly thought he had a good plan coming in when I heard it, not just after he had the lead coming into this morning, but not focusing on catching numbers of fish. And I know that's easier said than done. A lot of these anglers knew, hey, I just got to catch 5 big ones, but it's hard not to get caught up in catching numbers of fish when you're in a tournament and thinking that, hey, I just got to weed through all these little ones to catch big ones. He said, I'm going down around the dam. I came here and pre-fished for 2 days. That area, I did not see any small spotted bass. And we haven't seen him catch a small one in the last few days we've had a camera with him. When he catches one, it's a 2+ pounder. He had the lead just, an hour ago, and it looked like maybe he was going to be the one to hold a blue trophy over his head for the first time. All these other anglers have had some type of B.A.S.S victories.
We don't need to rush him, Davey, as well. We put so much pressure on these rookies to get it done quickly, but we see guys like Brock Mosley, Luke Palmer, guys who fished a long time, made a great reputation in the top 5 breakthrough. Robert's just going to add to that early legacy.
And now Taku Ito. Taku starting this day in second place, starting in great position, laid the groundwork for a victory, and he's getting closer and closer. I mean, super close to it at this point right now, based on what happened at the end of the day. But he's had a sensational day otherwise. He had gotten himself up above 12 pounds. That was the first big goal for all these guys at the top of the leaderboard, and kept on upgrading until he had reached almost a pound ahead of Robert G.
Yeah, he started off slow this morning, but Robert and everyone that knows Taku had to think this morning, wow, he's sitting in second place. This is what he loves to do. And that was his low point of the day. He finally had a good fish. He had about 12 pounds, had one that was going to put him up around that 13 and a half, possibly, and he lost it, then caught this fish right afterwards. Then things really started to pick up when the weather rolled in and things started to change with the weather. Taku got to this point where he just needed one big fish.
I really thought at some point that fish was going to pull him off the boat. It was. You knew something big was happening.
So we've seen this, a picture similar to this week, and it's a striped bass.
You're right.
The one thing when I started seeing this footage, I talked to Taku last night for quite a while. He said, I can tell a striped bass. If it's a 5-6 pounder, I know if it's a striped bass or not. Most of these anglers say they cannot.
Electronics you're talking.
Yeah, you're looking at his electronics. He said, oh no, I can tell the difference. So it made me feel, hey, this isn't a striped bass.
Oh my
You wouldn't have targeted it.
Giant spots.
Oh my God.
6 pounder.
Really?
Yes.
Come on, Taku.
Oh my God. It's a giant.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Giant spot. It's a giant spot. Very huge.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Oh my God. Holy
My
cow. Wait.
gosh.
Holy.
Oh.
Dude, that's a 6 pounder.
Yes.
At least.
Eating a bream.
Oh, it
Eating
has
a
a
bream,
It has
yes.
bluegill in its mouth.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, Taku. Holy cow.
He was saying, eating a brim. See that? And it was a big brim
It
tail
was.
in that bass's throat. And guess he just didn't know when to stop trying to eat those brim.
Obviously, he's a very good at eating that particular bass right there. One of the biggest spotted bass we've ever seen, if not the biggest.
Said it was
Here
a
on
6 pounder.
Bassmaster
They
Live.
entered it as a 5-4. So that's going to be a
6 pounder is huge.
$105,000
I'm
bass.
not, yeah.
$100,000 for the win, $2,000 for the Crush City Monster bag. He's probably got it if he's that shy, and
for the
Yeah,
Phoenix Boats
6-pounder
Big
is
Bass.
That's
really
huge.
big.
Somewhere in between the two marks, the 6 that's said and the
Yeah.
5.4 that's posted, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm hoping it's a 5.10 because I called that with Kyle Jesse. A 5.10 spot would be the Big Bass. I would love to
Wow.
have that.
Hey. If it's a little over that, he should pull the brim out of his mouth so you can win what your little bit.
It'd be fun to
That's
see, of
what's
course,
important.
the weigh-in coming up right here at 3 p.m. on Bassmaster.com, and you can see exactly what that fish weighs. When we get around to it,
Oh my God.
Come on, buddy.
a little more than half an hour.
Giant spot. Giant spot. Very huge.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! Oh my God. Holy
My
cow. What?
gosh.
Holy. Holy.
Oh.
Dude, that's a 6-pounder.
Yes.
At least.
Eating a bream.
Oh, it
Eating
has
the
a
bream,
it has
yes.
bluegill in its mouth.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, Taku. Holy cow.
That looks just like a non-keeper I caught in 2004.
I was gonna say it sounded like footage from a team tournament at Smith Lake where
Oh, my
there's
God.
that's a 5-pounder. That's a 6-pounder.
Let's get out to Jay Shakira.
Tournament's not over.
He's hooked up live.
Oh yeah. Stay on, fish. Stay on. Come on. Get in the boat. Came off. Unbelievable. It just came off. Between 2 and 3.
You've been watching Jay all week, like we have.
Yeah.
You could tell he got pretty excited over that one for Jay Security.
Right.
But-
Bad timing, though.
Bad
Number
timing.
2,
Yeah.
number 3.
Came after that giant.
We got to get rid of 2 and 3. 3, I think, is the smallest. 2 1/4. 2-4.
He'd love to win. The name of the game is always moving up every day if you can. I think every day of this tournament, Davey. He started the first 2 days outside the top 10. We see him in the top 10 day 3 and day 4. He has slowly moved up, and if he gets second or something like that, what a week it's been.
Well, let's talk about the all-new Toyota Tacoma for 2004. And we got to change subject at some point here because we got the rest of our tournament day to show you here. But this is something definitely worth noting. You have a shot at winning a brand new 2004 Toyota Tacoma. The Tacoma Hit the Trail Sweepstakes. Go to Bassmaster.com. You can start registering. It's available. You can enter daily from now until September 19th. So you've got a lot of time to get your entries in, get your chances built up. A shot at that beautiful redesigned new Tacoma could be yours at the Tacoma Hit the Trail Sweepstakes.
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp hour battery. With dual purpose 135 amp hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive